Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020. Only a couple more sleeps till Christmas. And today's daily Bible readings come to us from Luke 1:46 through 55, 1 Samuel 1:19 through 28, and then Hebrews 8:1 through 13. And I'm actually going to look at the text from Hebrews today and talk about sketchy worship. So what's going on here? Paul is talking about how everything that the people have known, everything they've known about the worship and about being the people of Israel has kind of been sketchy, right? Paul points out that everything the people have known about worship, the law, the sanctuary of God, and I mean like in his time, the temple, but in the time of Moses that he's referring to, the tabernacle that they built out in the wilderness, the big fancy tent. And the priests themselves, they were just really a reflection of the true worship that's going on constantly in heaven, right? That's why God was so intent that they get it right. It's not that it was without worth. It's just it wasn't the real thing. It was an approximation. It was as close as God could get them to it on earth. Kind of, like this is, you're trying to recreate what the real thing is. But still, it was just, as Paul points out, it was sketchy. It was a shadow. So it's all just, a shadow of the real thing, a sketch of the real thing. So you have sketchy worship. You got a sketchy sanctuary, and you got sketchy priests, and quite often in more ways than one. It's like heaven casts a shadow, right, of the way things are and the way things really should be. And that's what we live in. We kind of live in the shadow of it. We don't get to experience it fully, but we get to see kind of the shadow of it. So, think about it this way. Like when God asked Moses what he would like from him, and Moses like, I would like to see you. And God's like, I'll let you see my backside as a pass by. That's kind of like the best we get. So even the law itself is trying to capture the reality of God's living word as closely and faithfully as possible, but still in a sketch, right? But Paul tells us that there's good news, that a more excellent ministry, a better covenant has come, and that's Jesus. That Jesus is the Word of God made flesh, and Paul is saying that he has come and he's making all those sketchy things obsolete, because now we have access to the living Word of God, right? That is God Emmanuel, right? Living, dwelling among us. So, no point fighting in the shadows over, sketchy details when one is with us and here to teach us the full unvarnished truth. That's the DBR for today. Get out and finish up that Christmas shopping. You're running out of time. Boop.